Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Holiday Card Series. Today we're going to be starting off with a piece of 7.5 by 7.5 piece of cardstock, and this is a real red cardstock, and we're going to be creating these super fun little boxes, and these are great for holiday gifts, you guys. So we're going to be creating these boxes, and they're really easy to make, and they hold cards and envelopes, which I'll be showing later on in the video. So those are those boxes. We're starting off with a 7.5 by 7.5 inch piece of cardstock, and we're going to be scoring it at 2 inches on every side. So you're just going to score down at 2 inches and flip it around and score it. So I have it all scored at 2 inches, and I kind of I messed up there. I kind of went in the wrong spot, but that's alright. And then you're going to fold on all your score lines, and you're going to really crease them down. Okay, so you can see I have these all completely creased down, and now I'm taking my scissors and I'm going to cut all the way up to the intersection on one of the pieces, and I'm going to do it to the same side of the piece of paper that's on, and you're going to flip it around and do it to the opposite side as well. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to add adhesive on to the inside flap that you guys cut on. You cut on the score lines, and the inside flap that was cut, you're going to add adhesive onto that, and this is what's going to form your guys' box when you put it together. So you're just going to take the flaps and fold them in and kind of line them up on the edges. So you're going to kind of maneuver it around until you find something that you like. You could do one at a time if you'd like. I'm just pulling them both in at the same time, and you're going to bring this side up and attach it on to your piece, and you could still kind of manipulate it around. Just don't press down too hard when you first go on. And then you can see I'm finishing up the opposite side there. Okay, so that's the base of the box, and now we're going to start in on the lid of the box. The lid of the box is also really simple. It's the same exact concept. You're going to use a 5 5/8 inch piece by 5 5/8 inches, and you're going to score it at 1 inch on every side. And after you have it all scored, again, I made a boo-boo, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to fold in on all of those score lines again and really crease them down to get a nice fold. Okay, so I have those all folded down, and I'm going to do the same thing again by cutting in on both sides and flipping it over and cutting in again on either side, just like we did with the base of the box. And on this time, we're going to fold in your tabs and adhere them on. I run a strip of diagonal adhesive, and then I just fold my inside tab in towards the box, and I attach it on. It's pretty simple. You're just going to fold it in and attach it on. Okay, and this makes the lid to your box. And as you can see, these are a couple examples of what the box looks like. You guys can mess around with the different sizes of the boxes and whatever. This is just a 3 by 3 one to, well, actually it's a 3.5 by 3.5 inch box. Then what we're going to do is we're going to be taking some of this paper from the thrift shop paper collection. I'm kind of giving you a preview of that collection here, and it's from October Afternoon. It's a really great paper pad, and you get 34 sheets of 8 by 8 paper. And I cut some of it down. I cut one of the sheets down. This one measures 3 3/8 by 3 3/8 inches, and I'm going to be adhering that down to the top of our box. If you'd like to, you could make it the complete size, but I like to have the border of red around the box. So I'm just kind of placing it on there so I have a border around the edges. And then I'm going to be also doing the same thing with the sides, and these are 3/4 inch by 3 3/8 inches. And I'm just going to adhere those on the same way to the sides. Just kind of centering them on the side of the piece. And then we're going to be doing the same thing on the base of the box using some 3 1/4 by 1 3/4 inch strips, and you're going to need 4 of those as well. And we're going to just center these on the side of the box also, and I'm just checking the size there. And again, you're going to adhere those onto the side of the box, and then we're going to be placing the box lid on just to make sure it fits on your box, which it does. And that's basically what your box is going to look like. So you could use these boxes for embellishments or whatever you'd like to use as well. This is a piece of copy paper that I cut down to 5 inches by 5 inches. And I'm going to be using the Martha Stewart scoreboard, and I'm going to pull out the envelope scoring part. And I'm going to score it at 1 7/8 inches on all the sides. And you just line it up against that scoring line, and you score it at 1 7/8. And you're going to see a close-up of that just right in a second here. So I'm just going to the 1 7/8 inch mark. You could see it kind of a little bit better there. There's a 2 inch mark that I'm pointing to, and then there's the 1 7/8 inch right there. And you're going to score it down, and you're going to do that to all 4 sides, and you're going to have these little triangle pieces that are from the overlap score marks, and you're just going to cut those out. And then after you're done with that, it's going to look something like this, and you're going to fold up all of the edges of the envelope, and you're going to fold in either edge, and this is what's going to be the sides that encase the card, and you're just going to add some adhesive on there and fold it in, and then you're going to add some adhesive on to both of those side panels, and you're going to pull up the bottom panel and attach it onto there like that, and that's what makes your 3 inch by 3 inch envelope. And just again, I used a 5 by 5 inch piece of the copy paper. And now I'm using a 3 inch by 6 inch piece of real red cardstock again, and I'm going to score it in half to make a 3 by 3 card. And I'm going to use some more of that October Afternoon paper, and this is cut to 1 5/8 by 3 inches, and I'm going to adhere that to the bottom of the card. And I'm including 6 cards in this gift box, so there's going to be 6 of the same exact cards that I'm creating right here, using different patterned papers on the bottom from the same exact collection. So that's a really nice gift. And then I'm just going to take some ribbon here, and I'm going to cut a strip just long enough for this. And after this video, I made the other ones, and I just cut the extra ribbon off. On this one, I folded it back around the card, but I just added adhesive on it, and I stuck it down to the front of the card and folded the edges back over. And then I'm using this stamp set called Friendship from Inkadinkado, and I'm going to stamp this Believe sentiment in some Memories Art Print Brown dye-based ink, and that finishes up the little note card, and it fits directly into your little 3 inch by 3 inch card envelope there. And that is basically the little card envelope, and then you could put all of your little envelopes inside of your box, and it fits somewhere around 10 in there. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you guys on Monday for Day 8 of the Holiday Card Series. Bye, everyone.